The thing I really hate the most is the religious argument. You hear people say, "What if God could have had a plan for that kid? That kid could have cured cancer. That kid could have cured AIDS." Let me tell y'all something. They wasn't. That's not how God works. If you believe in God, you know that's not how God works. God does not make mistakes. Whoever is here is supposed to be here. Who ain't here. That's it. You don't go around God. God does not make mistakes. He's not that easy to trick. You don't go to God like, "God, what happened to the kid that was gonna cure cancer and AIDS?" He's like, "My bad, Slim. I went out to smoke a cigarette. I put that baby in this 13-year-old girl." This has been the most challenging year of my 19-year marriage, y'all. And nothing crazy, but my wife had a double knee replacement this year. And she is, I'm not even gonna say woman, she is the strongest person that I know. A double knee replacement. Right? Beautiful, man. She's back at work, right? She's at the gym. She's doing all this stuff that she loves. She's got her life back. I'm so excited for her. But I'm also scared. Now she want to do all this stuff, all these plans, Tough Mudders, run a marathon, go to Machu Picchu. So like, yo, nigga, you got new knees. I didn't get new knees. My knee's still 44. So now I'm kind of scared. Like, is she gonna leave me now that she got these new knees? Brother, I need some insurance. Where does she want to leave? So we get to the hospital, I go to the doctor. I pull him aside, I go, hey, doc, what you gonna do with the old knees? He was like, what? I go, the old knees, what you gonna do with them? He goes, we throw them out. I go, don't do that. I need those. Because if me and my wife get divorced, I'm giving her old knees back. My TRICARE paid for them knees. Those are my knees. You're not gonna hop on here brand new with these brand new Megan Thee Stallion knees, hopping on new D's. That ain't happening. She gonna go out single looking like Frankenstein, like, hey, young man. Don't play with me. Sometimes she be talking shit. You know what I do? I go right in the deep freezer. I take them knees out the bag. I put them motherfuckers in the sink like they thought. I'm like, keep talking shit. These are not oxtails. These are your knees in here. Yeah, we bonded a lot over her surgery, man. Spent a lot of time together, man. That was a tough time, man. Tough time. Yeah, marriages are not easy, man. They're very challenging. Like, I don't want to get divorced. That shit seems like it sucks, man. It's terrible. Like, my neighbor got divorced over the pandemic. Like, all I knew is he lived there, then he didn't live there. I don't know these people's business, but I get to see snapshots, right, of what's going on, like when I go to the store. So one time, I'm driving to the store, and I see him dropping the kids off, right? And the kids run up to the house. He waving at the wife, and his wife is just standing in the door jam. She don't even come off the porch, and she just waved like this. I was like, damn, he fucked up, man. She giving him nothing. A few weeks later, I go to the store again. He's there. He brought a puppy. And the kids in the yard like, oh, my God, there's a puppy. Mommy, look at the puppy. She is in the door jam like, that's cool. I go, yo, you know how much you gotta fuck up to make a white woman cold to a puppy? But she's like, I don't give a fuck about that puppy. I was like, man, he did something wrong. A couple more months go by, I drive by again. She's out in the yard, they talking, the kids are playing with the dog and shit. I'm like, there you go, that's how you co-parent. That's cool. I like to see that. Man, y'all, a few weeks later, I drive by again. He's outside his house in his truck with his brand new girlfriend. I was like, oh, I gotta hurry up and get to the store so I can see this shit. When I get back, there are 4 sheriff deputies around his truck. And as a black man, I was like, thank God they are not here for me. I'm about to be nosy. I drive by so slow, I'm like, oh shit! And we lock eyes, and he give me the look like, did I fuck up? I'm like, yeah, nigga, you fucked up. Can't bring your new chick to the old house. Yeah, man. You know what? I don't like social media because social media makes marriages seem like it's just all fun and games. Like y'all both two fitness influencers. Y'all got six-pack. Y'all wearing Gucci outfits, going to Tulum and shit. That's not a real fucking marriage, man. That's not. You know what a real marriage is? When you gotta set up a bedside commode in your downstairs living room and you hear your wife abusing that shit. It sounds like Tony Soprano dumping a body in a lake. And as a husband, that shit don't faze you. You just go in there and dump that shit out like you feeding alligators at the zoo. You like, you need anything else? She like, yeah, give me a piece of that pumpkin pie your mom made. I'm like, cool. And I bring it to her, I'm like, I can't wait to eat your asshole again. Not even deterred. That's a real marriage right there. Watching your wife on the bedside commode in the shadow of a TV light at 3 in the morning, and you're like, I can't wait to tear that shit up again. Y'all notice in the NBA now, like, look, what the fuck is going on here? These big ass motherfucking shoes I got on. Like, I'm not one of these guys that are like, oh, the NBA is soft, sports is soft, but some of the shit they do is a little weird. I gotta be honest. Like now I know it's in the NBA, whenever a record is broken, the old person that had the record will come out and celebrate with the guy who just broke the record. They gotta hold the ball with the score on it and shit. That's like, I don't wanna be a part of that. I don't wanna see my fucking legacy go down by some new dude. Could you imagine if other parts of your life were like that? Could you imagine if you had to be involved in your ex's life? Like say she wanted to have kids, you didn't want to, she get a new guy, they get a baby, you gotta go and cut the umbilical cord and be happy. Or she wanted to buy a house, you couldn't afford it, now you gotta go with them and hold the key and shit. But fellas, in a relationship, it's all about communication. I would say 90% of our problems, they come about because we're not communicating anymore. You got your woman by talking to her, you gotta continue that shit, man. I know that, I used to be a guy who hated that shit, or that you gotta keep dating, you gotta keep talking. It's so true. You gotta keep doing that shit. But ladies, one thing y'all have to understand, communication is the hardest part for us. It's our version of anal sex, basically. Y'all like, what the? Because I tell my friends, like, look, if you just sit still and relax, breathe, after a while, you're like, this really not that bad. I like this.